Hey guys, Tyler Hooks here with AKA Products. We're going to give you guys a little bit of a preview to what's to come at the 2019 Roar Nationals at Thornhill Racing Circuit. So if you plan on attending or just are curious what tires we're going to be bringing and probably running, give this video a listen, give it a like, give it a follow, share it with all your buddies. Anything is appreciated. If you have any questions after the video, feel free to leave them in the comments or send us a question on any one of the message boards on our social medias or even the contact on our website. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go day by day and try to figure out which tires are going to work best for each class. We're going to have 1/8 scale nitro buggy and 1/8 scale nitro treggy. We're going to go ahead and start with treggy though. So for the first day, which is going to be Wednesday and probably into early Thursday, the track's likely going to be wet. They should be watering it. I don't know if they're going to be watering it overnight, but hopefully they don't. But when we get there, it's going to start off wet. And what we're going to recommend compound wise is going to be Longwear Super Soft. And probably for most of Wednesday and a little bit of early Thursday, we're going to be running Longwear Super Soft gridirons for treggy. You can run the gridiron all the way around. There's not going to be much tire wear. And even when the track starts to dry out, there's still not going to be that much tire wear. So then probably early Thursday morning, depending on how much they water, as soon as we start to see a little bit of a groove and the track starts to gray a little bit, we're going to go ahead and jump to the Longwear Soft compound. Still probably stay on gridirons throughout most of qualifying, if not all of qualifying. And then for the mains, we might throw on an impact, at least in the front, maybe impact front and rear. Ryan Lutz told Jared, Tebow, and I to try this on our trucks. It gave a little bit more steering. The truck was a little bit smoother. We got a little bit more all-around corner speed. But again, that was more for main day, more when the grip's up. You're looking to make your truggy a little bit smoother. You can probably run them all the way around, but personally, on my truck, I think I'm going to run impacts in the front, gridirons in the rear. Again, that's going to be on that soft Longwear compound. You're only going to need the super soft Longwear for really early on Wednesday and maybe a little bit of Thursday, again, depending on the watering schedule. That's just about it for treggy. So then we're going to move on to buggy. We've got a couple more tire suggestions for buggy. So again, same thing on Wednesday and Thursday. It's probably going to be wet. So you can go ahead and start off on gridirons in super soft Longwear. If you need something that's going to be a little bit smoother, maybe throw on an impact in the front, but still that Longwear Super Soft. And then like we said, as soon as we start to see a little bit of a gray, you can probably switch to a Longwear Soft gridiron, maybe a Longwear Soft impact. But as soon as the track starts to gray up a little more and the dust goes down, we're probably going to be switching to a double down in Longwear Soft. So your pins are a little bit closer together. The Longwear Soft compound gives quite a bit more drive. The double down gives even more drive. The corner speed was really good, and it was a lot more consistent than a gridiron once the track started to gray up. Moving into qualifying, you can probably run double downs all throughout qualifying. It's only going to take maybe 1 or 2 sets to get all the way through. The tire wear was really good with the double down. The only change that I could see making for qualifying would be to maybe run a chain link. And that depends on how much dust there is. If the dust is down a lot and the grip is starting to come up really high, a chain link might make your car a little bit smoother, a little bit easier to drive. But what we found is unless the tire is ground down pretty far and there's not that much dust, you're not going to see a speed increase. Your car is just going to be easier to drive. Ryan Lutz tried both tires back to back. I tried them as well. The tire wasn't any faster. It was just maybe easier to drive. Other than that, I would just stick with the double downs for most of qualifying. And then the only other change that was major that we were looking at is going into the mains. If you're running a main that's maybe 30 minutes or longer on the Longwear Soft compound, it might be beneficial to actually run a zip in the front and a double down in the rear. The zip has even a little bit denser pin spread than the double down. It has a little bit less drive and the steering isn't as aggressive, but it's going to make your car really smooth and easy to drive. So in that 30-minute to 60-minute session where your car is starting to get more difficult to drive, the tires are starting to wear down faster and you're starting to run out of tread, the zip's going to last a little bit longer. It's going to stay more consistent. Ryan Lutz ran them in the main. Obviously, he had a little bit of trouble, but his car and his lap times were really good even at the end of the race. Jared ran double downs all the way around, and the tire wear was good, and he could have made it another 15 minutes, but it had more tire wear than the zip in the front. So that would be the only thing. If you're looking for your car to be a little bit less aggressive for the mains when the grip's starting to come up and the tire wear is too, the zip on the front is going to help, but we do recommend keeping the double down on the rear. So those are pretty much all of our tire recommendations going into the race. Again, long wear super soft early on with tires that have more pin spread, move to long wear soft for pretty much the whole rest of the weekend. It makes things really easy. There's really only 3 or 4 buggy tires that you need, 2 truggy tires that you need, only 2 compounds that worked really well. We had a lot of speed at the warm-up, so we look forward to having the same amount of speed at the actual event. So if you're a team driver or a supporter, we really appreciate you guys coming out and running our products. If you have any questions, feel free to come find us. Or if you're not attending the event, but you have some more questions, leave us a comment in our comment section, or go ahead and send us a private message on one of our social medias. Pretty much all of them are at Race AKA. The Facebook page is just AKA Products Inc. We do have a YouTube channel. We're probably going to post this up on there. And again, thank you guys for all the support, and we'll see you at the races.